All right, welcome back to Mr. Gemini, and I'm going to be doing a reading for Cancer, and this is advice in the new year. This is a timeless reading, so when you find it is when you need it. I know we're about to turn to 2026, but if you find this in 2030, then this is meant for you. So let's just get right to it. Um, Please like, subscribe, and share. I know I kind of kept that there, but I'm a new channel. I really want to grow, and I would love to start doing personal readings for people. I really love reading tarot for people. It mimics a lot what I do for a living. So please like, subscribe, share, comment. Please comment below what you resonated with, and tell your friends about me. All right, my name is Mr. Gemini. Okay, here we go. Let's see what we got. We're going to do this into 4 quarters. So I'm going to give advice for each quarter of the year, which will be every 3 months. So here's the first quarter in the new year. The Knight of Swords and the King of Wands. So, Cancer, I'm really getting that you're not going to let your emotions kind of keep you back this year. You're really going to kind of go for it. And originally, the Knight of Swords is on a horse. It's one of the fast moving tarot. And you're going to be rushing into things. And you're doing that because you feel really good about yourself this year for some reason. I don't know if you had a glow up. I don't know if something financially helped worked out for you, or maybe you just seem to get your life in order and you can just think clearly. But there's just something about you in this reading where you are coming off as attractive. And I think a lot, I'm thinking in the previous year that you had people approach you, or you didn't, or you weren't really kind of looking. But either way, you weren't accepting, I don't want to say love. This doesn't feel like love. This feels more like you're testing the waters. But you weren't open to anything last year. But this year you are. And so I think you're out there like that saying, ready to mingle, single and ready to mingle. Or this could be somebody in a relationship who is just ready to put their best foot forward. Maybe you're looking for a new job. Maybe you're somebody who is going to work out more, all those new year kind of things. But in general, this is deeper than that. This is you realizing that you want something different in your life and you're going for it. And I just want to really say that this is a really good energy because you're not even going to, because usually with Cancer, your emotions get to you. And if I'm correct, Cancer is a negative sign. That's not a bad thing. It just means that they're ruled by the moon, if I'm correct. Let me check real fast in my book. There we go. These signs. I wish I knew which one was Cancer. I can never remember which one this Cancer is. Let me check this really quick. Yes, Cancer is a negative sign. So that means that it's it says here they're always full of anticipation, ready for completion, but unlikely to feel they have achieved it. Reflective, critical thinking, and monitoring. They react seductively to encourage improvement in quality and experience, but rarely seem satisfied. Ever ready for more. This is the raw expression of the archetype of so forth. But yes, so you're ruled by the moon and the other is ruled by the sun. So that explains that, like, you tend to think about things too much before you actually do them. And, I would just tell you it's important that you really go for it because here's the thing, you can think forever and ever, but what's the point of a good idea if it never gets put into reality? That's the whole point of manifestation, right? We can come up with the idea, and that is a big part of it, right? Even if we're envisioning ourselves to be better people, we actually have to do things to become better people, right? We exercise, we eat better, we save money, we do our shadow work. You just can't watch tarot videos. I watch tons of tarot videos. They helped me out psychologically and emotionally during my divorce. And now I'm at the point where it's not that they're not important, I still need them, but I'm at the point where I want to accomplish. I'm ready for the next phase, and I have to be patient with where I am. So this is where you really are. And, it's, I would say this, Cancer, as well. I think it's rare that you're in this type of energy. And I just really want you to show the world who you are without overanalyzing it. Because I think oftentimes you hide who you are to the world because you're so self critical of yourself. So usually I would warn people about just being the first one in the battle, but I'm like, go do it. You rarely get to do this. And I think this is really going to benefit you. Whether you're looking for love and you get rejected, okay, we'll go to the next person. Or you're going to go for that job offer and you don't get it, or you do. Or you're going to wear that little black dress, or that guy is going to wear that muscle shirt because he's been working out. Go do it. All right, Cancers, because this is going to be a good year for you. I think for the first 3 months, this is really you saying, I need something different, and because I am someone different, I'm becoming someone different. All right, so let's talk about the second quarter. The Three of Wands and the Page of Wands. So I got this in another reading, which I thought was really interesting. Not only is this going to lead you to a new avenue. So let me make something clear. If you get to the second quarter and nothing's changed, you're still doing the same thing, then guess what? You didn't take this advice. Okay? Because you're not going to get to this advice if you don't take this advice. That's the whole point of this reading. If you go and do new things, what you don't understand is, imagine being on a road, right? And everyone who's driven, imagine this. If you keep your hand on the steering wheel in the center, the car goes straight down the road, correct? But if you move your arm ever so slightly, 1 or 2 degrees, what happens to your car eventually? It either goes left or it goes right, and you end up off the road or in the other lane. This is what the universe is asking you to do. You're on this path, and this isn't the path you need to be on. You cannot expect growth and change being on the same path, Cancer. And the universe is trying to tell you, you need to go a different direction. You need to do something. Even if it's a slow change will take you to this, because you are meant, Cancer, to move towards the edge of the sea and start saying, okay, do I want to travel across the ocean, or do I want to travel for like more inland rather than stay where I am? Because you're ready for expansion. You're ready for something new. I think you've accomplished all that you can in the area that you're at, and you're ready for something new. Even if you're married and have kids, this is something about you improving yourself, right? So let's say that you go to the gym for the first 3 months, like twice a week or something, right? And you eat better. Well, okay, so let's say you do it, right? You don't do it consistently, or maybe you do consistently. The point of this here is like, you start thinking, I really like working out. It mentally helps me. So guess what? You do more of it, not because you're looking for the vanity, but because you like the fact that changing your body and making it look the way that you want does something for you. Or perhaps you start thinking about a business idea and start researching it. And then you start saying, you know what? I'm going to see if I can't get a business loan, or see if someone can't do something with me, or whatever. Maybe I'm going to start a food truck. Maybe I'm going to do sell hot dogs, whatever. But you're wanting to start your own thing, and this is you. And the Page of Wands is, you are going to be passionate about this. You're going to have this idea, and you're going to start thinking about how to expand this idea. And this is really the area where it begins. Either it begins in that you start getting permits, or you start acquiring the things necessary. But this is something where you're going to start doing it because you realize you've got to start somewhere. And the way that you find this is because of this, right? Oh, let me get my wand. I forgot I had a wand. Because this is you ultimately being exposed to some experience that motivates you to this area. So that's the point of change, is that you can't be motivated or influenced by things if you don't get off your phone or stay in your house. Yes, there are things in your phone that can inspire you, but they're never going to get you off the couch. You have to get off the couch to do that. And that's why it's important that you go and you do things. So don't think about it. This is a type of, I mean, they all are, these readings, but for this one for sure, if you miss out on the first quarter, you're going to repeat your cycle for the next year, Cancer. I hate to say that, but if you miss out the first 3 months of actually making change, you're going to miss out on the year. So the interesting part here is in the third quarter, okay, um, you're actually going to create a death of a cycle. I mean, you're gonna bring an end to a cycle. What is this? You're no longer going to be that person who needs validation from other people. You're going to start having more self confidence. Even if you're in a bad relationship, like someone doesn't believe in you, whatever, you're going to start believing in yourself, and you're going to start proving you can run a business. I'm always scared of starting my own business, but I realize that if I really want to retire early, I'm going to have to start something, and I have some ideas. And this is going to be you. You're going to start learning how to manifest money. You're going to learn how to grow. This is a rare thing for a Queen of Pentacles, because Queen of Pentacles is about maintaining, not growing, looking towards the future. But I really get the sense that you are going to multiply your wealth, is what I'm getting here. And you're doing this by believing in the old self, old ways of thinking, old beliefs. You're like, even if people around you are negative, you're like, their influence is waning on you, because this is who you're becoming by the third quarter. Okay. And in the last quarter of the year, this is a really good reading. This is a really good reading, Cancer. By the fourth quarter, when you have followed all these steps, you're going to be making, I don't know if you're going to get like a raise. Like, I just don't know, because this sounds very business-like, very entrepreneurial, but this could be a lot of things. Maybe you patch up a relationship with someone and you get an inheritance. That's not everyone, right? But whatever you did here, whatever business decision you made, whatever you went back to school, whatever, you got some training, you applied for a job, I don't know, you're going to be raking in money more than what you got now. And when that happens, you're going to have excess money. And now your decision is, do I fully give to this side job or whatever this is, or do I keep going? How do I keep manifesting? You are in a manifesting energy in 2026, Cancer. And this is really, really a good reading. So if you can hold strong through 3/4 of the year, by this last year, you will be exactly where you wanted to be in this year. And guess what? If you end the year in this, your next year is going to be crazy fantastic, because you already got the money machine rolling. You're increasing assets. You are like, you're forming financial stability, or you have housing stability, or whatever. You're learning to manifest these things and go after them. Maybe this is courage of like to get your own apartment. Maybe this is courage to like go part-time at a job because you want to start another job. You want to work for yourself, whatever. But if you can do this, you're going to be very successful, Cancer. Let's clarify these real fast. What do we have? The clarification for the first quarter. I think there's going to be a lot of conflict in the first quarter. Here's the Five of Swords, but I think this is just simply because you're going to be conflicting with yourself. Okay, you're really going to have this conflict that you shouldn't, and you need to really override your insecurities. And if people tell you like, "What are you doing? You never do that." Don't worry about it. That's their life. Start your new life. Don't take their advice. Three of Swords. You are also going to be thinking about the past. And I think someone said something really good today that I never heard about the Three of Swords. Yes, the Three of Swords is about betrayal, but it also means that if there's three swords in your heart and that's your heart can't heal until you pull those swords out. So you're going to be fighting to heal, but you need to continue going out and doing whatever that you're doing. Be social, be seen. Let people see the new you in 2026. What is this here? Two of Pentacles. As you are starting to go out and people are to be seen, and you're your best self, and you're in an energy you're not normally into, you're going to have trouble finding balance. But as you find balance, what's going to help you is that you're going to turn into a Queen of Swords. You're going to start becoming all business, no play, which is really good, because this is really what you want. You kind of have the idea, Cancer, that there's always going to be love available to you, and that there's always time. I really get the sense the Cancers that I'm reading for that are in this collective, they really want to advance in their career or financially, or grow a business. And I think that once you get into this strong mindset, this is going to be very clear to you about what you want to do. Okay, what is this third quarter? Yeah, I think that, yeah, absolutely. Like the cards are just repeating themselves, but in a much better way. Once you actually do these things and start get a business going, you're going to start being successful. You're going to start seeing income. You're going to start seeing promotions. You're going to start seeing things take off. And you're going to learn that, wow, you're more talented than you thought. You're an empress, male or female. You're going to start realizing you're much more talented than you gave yourself credit for and what people led you to believe. Because oftentimes, the people that tear us down and don't realize it are the people that love us the most. That can be parents, that can be spouses, that can be friends, boyfriends or girlfriends, even sometimes our own children. But you are going to learn that you have the power of manifestation and creation. And in the last quarter, what is this? Ace of Pentacles. So again, Knight of Swords, Knight of Swords. Let's talk about, well, this is a narrative, story, and advice. It took you taking chances and risks and putting yourself out there in this best form to be inspired. And because you did that, you created an Ace of Pentacles. You're able to have excess money. You're in a position now maybe to travel or to get an apartment or buy a house or whatever, able to pay people back, pay off debt. You've created a financial possibility. And now the universe is telling you with the Two of Wands, you're not going to know it's not certain, but guess what? You need to go towards it. Because this is your future. This is your future now. And like I said, if you finish strong, your next year is going to be freaking fantastic. All right, Cancer, I hope you liked my reading. Please like, subscribe, and share. Comment below about what really resonated with you. Like, what did you like best about the reading? What stuck with you? What was important to you? And please tell your friends about me. I'm Mr. Gemini, and I'll see you next time.